Hey, it's Nick and Mike here from Higher Precision, and today we're going to be talking about Vermont Gage Pin Gage Sets.
So Nick, what would you even use Vermont Pin Gage Sets for?
The Vermont Gage Pin Gage Sets are most commonly used for go-no gauging. They can also be used to measure bores, holes, width. They're commonly used to check hole location, and some of the larger pins can actually be used to set micrometers and snap gauges prior to use.
Okay. And with Vermont Gage, what makes them different from other fixed limit gauging companies?
Vermont Gage is made in the USA. They're readily available, readily stocked. Great company with great customer service. They offer their pin gauge sets in two different ways. They have plus and minus tolerances on every single size they offer, and they offer both their pin gauge sets in steel as well as blackguard. So basically, blackguard is what we're looking at right here, and it's actually a black oxide treatment that goes over the pin. And the reason for this is because when you're using typical steel pin gauges and you're going in and out of bores to be able to measure them, the pins are going to start to wear a little bit. Unfortunately, it's very tough to see wear on a steel pin gauge. So with the Blackguard series, it kind of prevents the corrosion, but the more importantly, you get to see the wear in the pin gauge, which is, you need to replace it.
So it's a great safety check.
Absolutely.
And with this, as I'm kind of looking at these, are these overall the same length?
Yep, all the pin gauges in the Vermont Gage sets and libraries are 2 inches in length. They have a Rockwell C finish, a 60 to 62, with a 10 micro surface finish on there. And each of the sets and libraries is traceable to NIST as well.
Okay. And with these, as I'm looking at it, they're incredibly small. What if I drop this on my shop floor? It's going to be gone, or if I leave it on a table and I can't find it, can I get it replaced, or do I have to buy another whole set?
No, you don't have to buy a whole new set. So replacement pins are readily available. Okay. We just need to know the exact size and tolerance that you're looking for. And typically can be shipped out in just a couple of days too.
Great.
Yeah. So that basically wraps up Vermont Gage Pin Gage Sets. Vermont Gage also carries a wide variety of other gauges, from setting masters to thread gauges to blanks and a lot more. So if you have any questions on Vermont Gage or any of their pin gauge sets, check us out at HigherPrecision.com.